Alabama, playing in Bryant-Denny is like no other. And so, every moment that I had being a starting quarterback at Alabama, I didn't take it for granted. And so, it's just something special being able to, wear the strip day, be the quarterback for this great state, and represent my family.
My last one is, I'm sure you guys don't deal in hypotheticals, but I'm sure you guys did watch the other playoff games, and maybe some dudes had some thoughts about SMU and kind of some of the blowouts that happened. Any comment on that?
I think for us, we got to acknowledge what we did. We got to take care of the opportunity that we had during the season. We had every opportunity to take advantage of that to extend our season. And, with that, we just can't look at hypotheticals. We got to take care of right now and focus on Michigan. We can't, take care of what we've done in the past. But for us, we do acknowledge what we need to do to turn every weaknesses to a strength, make our strength even stronger. And so all we want to do is perform. Every opportunity we have to play the game that we love, we got to do that. And not look at what we can't control. It's controllables and uncontrollables. So that's the best thing for our team right now.
Sorry if you've already been asked about this, but what's it been like having Jalen Milroe to throw to out there this week?
No, it's pretty cool. Just seeing him switch positions and seeing him lock into another area of his game, playing receiver. That's a little different. Backpedaling now and running routes against an opponent. So, it's good to have him on our side of the ball. He's a guy that's always trying to learn. Just being around Coach Shep. And so that's been good for him. But, no, it's been good to throw him the ball, getting him in the game plan, getting him around the guys. And so it's been good to have him on offense.
What's been the biggest piece of advice you have for a guy like Jalen Milroe to be like, okay, this is what I want out of a receiver as a quarterback?
Number one, it starts with communication. Communication is so important when it comes from quarterback to receiver and vice versa. It's communication. What am I seeing? Depth on the route, the ball dominance, the details. That's all we have to master when it comes to the passing game. And so now that he's on our side of the ball, it's been big to communicate, making sure that we're on the same page, because when we see the ball in the same lenses, that's when we're going to be able to perfect our craft and be the best version of ourselves.
Does the rematch nature of this game at all change how you view it?
Not necessarily. No matter if we were playing against any opponent in the country, we were going to prepare. We're going to go through our installation. We're going to have the same amount of practices. And so for us, it's all about the 2024 team taking advantage of the opportunity that we have right now. So I think we're doing a really good job with that, with mastering the game plan, mastering how we practice and our approach.
What kind of dynamic is it? What happened last year at the Rose Bowl, and then DeBoer played him the week after, however many days after. Have you guys had that conversation? What's that been like going against this Michigan team now?
I think, honestly, it comes down to unfinished business. When it comes to the last game of your season, how can we finish on top? And so for both sides of Michigan, Alabama, it's our last game of the season. So it's all about, how can we be the best version of ourselves when it comes to game day? And it starts with preparation, with how we practice, how we are mastering the details, looking at the tape, acknowledging where we need to grow as a team. Because from now to game, to the game, we have a lot of things we can clean up, get better at. And so we're going to, take advantage of the opportunity and come together as a group.
How good of a look are some of these young freshmen that came in on scout team? Are they giving you a good look? What do you see from them?
Very helpful. Very helpful to have some guys come in DB position, the linebacker core. It's been big for us to just get another look. I think that's so important. Is people misinterpret when it comes to playing on Saturdays. Is it comes down to preparation and what you get from the scout team. And so our scout team has done a really good job all year with being flexible. Because one thing is too is that every defense is different. And so when we go from week to week to week, you have different defenses, what they do and what they presented. So they do a really good job just mastering what the coaches are telling them, what we're looking for on the offense. So we're definitely appreciative of the young bucks that are giving us a look.
What's a lot of events happening this week being in Tampa? What's the message to the fans that are making the trip down here, and how excited are you talking about finishing to show them how Alabama can get that 10th?
No, absolutely. It's all about finish. That's one of our core values. We're going to try to do that as much as possible. We're going to end on a high note. We're going to attack this game, give it our all, prepare the right way, and we're looking forward to a great amount of support with Crimson. We're going to pack the stands out. We're going to have a lot of energy. We're going to have a lot of fun and to pour everything into this game. And so we're looking at it as a home game. We're going to look at it as a home game, have our fans here, and just have a lot of fun.
You got a buddy that's going to be playing tomorrow. Are you going to have any communication with Bryce at all, being in this town?
No, absolutely. I'm going to send him a text. I definitely got to send him a text. Send him home a lot of love, knowing I'm thinking of him.
How much?
Roller coasters coming up here?
No, I don't do roller coasters. That's one thing I do not do. See, look. When I was younger, I had no fear. Like, I used to do everything. Like, it was nothing. But now I got older, I gotta stay away from roller coasters. I'm scared of roller coasters. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like no roller coasters.
Should mic you up and make you
Oh no, don't get me. I'm gonna watch everybody. Might give me a funnel cake or something.
How much is the 10-game winning streak, for 16 years? How much is that talked about this week, and just kind of continuing that?
That's a very important. That's very important when it comes to the start of the season, which is a short-term goal, long-term goal that you want to accomplish during the season. And that's definitely one of our tasks. That's definitely one of our missions to have that 10-win season. And that's something that we got to go get. It's not something that's going to be given to us. And so for us, it's all about how can we get that. And it's going to come from preparation. It's going to come from leaders stepping up and just refocusing all the guys that having the right mindset so we can approach this game on a high note.
Strange to be throwing to so many new faces at wide receiver in practice.
No, it's definitely different. But one thing that's for certain, we have a lot of talented guys. And we have guys moving in different pieces. And we're gonna definitely have some explosive guys when it comes to the game. So it's all about practice. How can we implement them in the right way in our system, get them the right looks, get them the right ball. And so it's been good just to see the different pieces that we have around and just seeing how flexible everyone is, be able to move everybody in different personnel, different formations, stuff like that. So it's been really good.
How does Mbakwe look at receiver?
No, he looks good. He's definitely talented. This is a guy that played both sides in high school, and so he has some familiarity when it comes to playing the position. But no, it's been good to have him on our offensive side of the ball and just seeing him picking it up. Cause it's been quick. It's been a quick turnaround from going to DB to receiver, and how much he grabs in that short period of time. So imagine we had him the whole season. How well he'd be playing even more. So. I'm definitely happy to have him on our side of the ball. He's doing a really good job.
Was there any low moments you saw out there with him, that you maybe didn't think?
Oh no, 100%. He tracks the ball really well. We had some plays in our system where over the shoulder ball, go tracking the ball. He had a really good job of tracking the ball. And that was definitely a wild moment for me. It's that's a difficult task to track a ball over your shoulder. So he did a really good job with that.
Anything else? Last question.
You watch SMU play. Was it tough watching black teams like that play, knowing that y'all should have been in the playoff or no? How do you feel about that?
It's definitely tough. Of course, that's one of our goals to extend our season. We weren't able to do so, but what needed to happen. So that definitely happened. And the teams that needed to be in the playoffs, they were able to be in the playoffs. And so it's now just to acknowledge that we have had to play Michigan and be our best version of ourselves. So it's all about approaching this game with the right mindset and attacking this game plan.
Thanks, Jalen.